All right, I think we should be live. Okay, I think everything's up and running. All right. Okay. So, good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be in the world. Welcome to Aero League Racing ALR. This is Tier 5, Season 17, race round 3 around Watkins Glen. I think this is the first time I've managed to say that in the correct order. So, well done to myself for that. At long last, it only took me about 8 tries, but I finally got it right. So I saw somebody in the chat. Welcome to Ellis. Hello, Ellis. I think it's the first time you've been in the chat here. I think you are but in the midfield. Yeah, I see you there. So we have 16 drivers with us and 9 laps around Watkins Glen, one of the all-time classic tracks. We have seen this. We had seen this a long time ago in F1 as well. This track featured in F1. I believe it's currently featured in NASCAR, maybe in IndyCar. I don't know. I'm not very well versed with the American motorsports scene, but nonetheless, somebody who is pretty well versed with the track, it seems, is Gumb in the Genesis, in the Adeptus ALR Genesis. I remember that as well. He is in P1. Well done to him. The American on pole position for the race around the beautiful American circuit. He's on the softs. Balajay, another American. He is in P2 in the Peugeot. Gabo is P3. Gabo's luck has been, unfortunately, has been rather dicey throughout the course of the season. So far. He's in P3 in the Supra. I don't expect to see anybody on the mediums. I doubt it's not that far-fetched for somebody to be on the mediums. I had pretty severe tire wear when I was doing my reserve race around here. But we have, nonetheless, we see Lord Hans in the Alfa Romeo in P4, IAGF in the Ferrari in P5. Inorganic is P6 also on the softs. He's the first of the 4 GT cars. The other Supra of Abhi is down in P7. So maybe it's not been the best quality session for him. Let's see how he fares in the race. Danos is P8 in the Ferrari. Crackvalley is P9 in the All-American, it seems, Jaguar, however you may like to hear it. Ellis, welcome to the chat as well. He is P10 in the Ford GT. I believe it should be muted. I hope it's muted, yeah. So I'm running the stream in my background to just have a look at the chat as well. Ellis is P10 in the Ford GT. Apocalypse P11 in the McLaren. Young Sappy, I believe this is his first race. So welcome Young Sappy to ALR. Welcome to Tier 5. He's in P12. Fudo is P13. Maybe he's a returning driver, I'm not too sure. Knowing Light, this is the first time I am encountering them on the track. And Knowing Light, 354 is in a very nice looking Renault. It's very similar to the livery I had designed, but it's not the same livery as mine. But he is in P14 in the Renault. Jaden in the Chevy Corvette is in P15, and Gaz rounds of the grid in the McLaren in P16. So that's the grid ahead of us. Let's go racing. 1 light, 2 light, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights ahead of the drivers, and when the lights go out, they go racing. It seems to be a good start for Gum. Gets away rather cleanly. All the Ballas right there. I think Balla just won't have the straight line speed advantage that Genesis has. Let's have a look into turn 1 we go, and that's Lord Hans going for an almighty send there. IGF is out of control and he's into the wall there. That is super unfortunate way to begin your race. Knowing Light has not got a very good start himself, but this is getting very feisty in the midfield here. And up front as well, Bala did not get the best launch there, and into turn 1 he had a very big disadvantage. Up front, Gum seems to have run away. Look at Bala J trying to make a move on Lord Hans into the chicane. Let's have a look if he can make it. No, unfortunately it doesn't look like he's going to make the move here. Further back, Lord drivers very, very close to one another. Not more so than Jaden and Ellis, who actually made a small bit of contact there going through this long right-hander. I think Jaden will still be there, although he's going to be behind Ellis. So he sent a statement of intent to Ellis right there, that he is here and he's ready to fight. Apocalypse goes a little bit deep into that corner. That's going to open up the door for Fudo to possibly go for a move into this right-hander. Let's have a look going on to this small back straight. If anybody is going to make any potential moves there, Krakavelli goes a little bit wider as compared to Denos, as we saw there. Gabo trying to make some moves on Lord Hans and Balaji. Let's have a look. He may send it down the inside on Lord Hans. No, Lord Hans will not flinch. Lord Hans is rather committed to staying in P3 for the time being at least, and possibly going up to P2, maybe in P1 by the end of the race. He will be looking for the best. For the back, let's have a look. So, unfortunate start of the race for IJF, who is now at the back of the grid. He had a pretty good qualifying, so I'm sure he'll be pretty cross with the move by, I believe it is by Lord Hans, maybe the dive that they made, the contact that they made, basically. That's what he's pretty upset with. But that's the end of lap 1. Gum is leading by what seems to be a reasonable margin. It's not a comfortable margin yet. He will have to pull out a bigger gap in order to just have a bit of breathing room to those behind. But we see Gabo's giving no breathing room to Lord Hans. He is pushing. He is gonna go for it. He's gonna send... Well, actually, he's got outright better grip and straight line speed as compared to the Alfa Romeo, and he's up into P3. Well done to Gabo. It's now Lord Hans down in P4 and coming under threat from Denos. Denos seems to be just in a bit of no man's land right now, although he has Krakavelli behind him. Krakavelli is a little too far behind, and he doesn't seem to be able to challenge those ahead of him. Lord Hans and Gabo themselves are battling away in a pretty feisty battle that we can see here. And I think we're going to see another potential move incoming from Lord Hans' perspective into this hairpin right-hander which leads onto a small straight. I don't think Lord Hans will have the advantage here. Possibly Denos may go for a move here. As we can see, the Ferrari getting very feisty, looking for the optimal point to break. But no, there's no move here for Denos. For the back, Krakavelli goes a bit deep there. That's going to open up the door for Abi to go for a move, and well done to Abi. He's seen an opportunity and he's taken it. Well done to the Supra driver. He's up into P6. Ellis up a few positions. I think he started P10, so he's up into P8 now, or maybe he was P9. Can't be too sure of it. Further back, the field is a little bit more spread out, so I think we can expect to see some moves being made in this midfield section of the back. I think we're going to see... So Balaji has slowly but steadily closed the gap on Gum over the course of the first 3 laps, and I think he's really going to put a good fight against Gum. So let's have a look going uphill through this pretty not a tricky section as such. It's straightforward, but I think you need a good bit of straight line speed here, and slipstream is really going to help. As you can see, Abi slowly but steadily gaining on the Ferrari. This is his former car from last season. This is my former car from last season. And will he go for a dive on the Ferrari? Nope, Denos has him covered off, although Abi will have a slightly better run through this section, as Denos seems to be a little out of shape there, going through this